Hey everybody. So, a lot of people have asked me how I deal and manage with my anxiety. I was not open about my anxiety for a really long time. I just sought treatment over the summer for it. It was something that I dealt with my entire life, but I didn't really tell anyone. I thought that it wasn't normal. Um, so I kind of suffered in silence. And also, mental health isn't something that was really widely talked about when I was younger. Um, So it's gained a lot more acceptance with social media and people being open about this. So before I delve into what I do to manage with my own anxiety, I'm going to talk about how I feel with my anxiety, just so that people that are dealing with it know that they're not alone. There's a lot of different types of anxiety and how they manifest, and what they are like for everyone else. For me, um, my anxiety, I will break out in hives. Um, like pretty much all over my back, I'll break out in hives, extremely itchy hives, and it's awful. Um, I will sometimes have trouble breathing, almost like a panic attack. I really struggle with insomnia. So there's nights where I cannot fall asleep at all, or I'll wake up in the middle of the night. Um, so sleep can be a really big issue for me. Um, Sometimes I will really isolate myself, and will go through stages where I just can't be around people, um, where I will almost convince myself that people don't like me. Um, you know, uh, I went through a stage during the summer when I was really suffering with anxiety, where I swear I didn't do anything with my horse for like 3 months. I would walk past the arena with my head down, just hoping that no one talked to me, just because I just I couldn't I couldn't get out of it. It was like I was stuck in concrete. It was really hard. I'm also on medication. I know medication's this big taboo subject. Um, I'm on Zoloft. I'm on a very low dosage. I believe it's 50 milligrams. I know my doctor told me a lot of people have to go through a lot of different types of medication before they figure out what's working for them. I was very fortunate in that mine was great. The first few weeks I was on it was really hard. It made me really want to sleep a lot. It made me really groggy, and then it leveled out. Um, because before I just I couldn't bring myself to do things. I just would get off work and then just be home by myself. I couldn't do any of the things that um, I normally would want to do, like spend time with my horse, be with my friends, that type of stuff. Um, so now that y'all know what my anxiety was like, and when I say it was bad, it was really bad. I really struggled with it. What I have found helpful for me, of course, I'm on my medication now. Um, my blog that I do, my Thrifty Cowgirl Corner blog, has been a good outlet for me. If I'm going through something, um, I can write about it, and that's been really helpful. Find an outlet that will allow you to vent your frustrations, express yourself. It doesn't have to be something creative like writing. It could be anything. Whatever you feel will be something that you can do for you. Um, do it. It doesn't have to be anything specific. But my blog has been a really great avenue for me in reducing my stress and my anxiety. Um, Finances are a big thing for me that really stresses me out, and I know I'm not alone on that. It gives me a lot of anxiety. Um, my state of my finances, I'm in a little bit of a mess with them right now. Um, so for me right now, where they are a little bit of a mess, it's been helpful for me to come up with a plan on how I'm going to rectify the situation. I use a planner religiously. Keeping organized has reduced a lot of my anxiety because I know what is expected of me at any given time of whatever day it is. So that's been really, really good. So, use a planner, use something to minimize your stress. Stress is highly, highly linked to anxiety. I've also started working out. Working out has been really good. Still fairly new on the train. I've been using Barrel Racer Fit. That's been really cool because I'm not really an athletic person. And I would walk into the gym and just be like, oh my God, overwhelmed. What do I do? So Barrel Racer Fit's been helpful because it plans it for me. It's sort of thoughtless in the fact that I know when I go into the gym what I have to do. So for someone that doesn't know how to work out, that was really helpful for me in terms of my anxiety. Another thing that's been really good for my insomnia is I use this app called the Rain app, and there's a lot of different like sounds on it. I use a mix of a couple different sounds, but it helps put my mind into this really deep REM sleep because it's really, really relaxing, and it's helped my mind stay really relaxed and stay asleep. I'm the type of person I have to have some sort of white noise. And it's a completely free app. There's a ton of different free sounds. There's like paid stuff too, but I don't use the paid version. So that's been really, really helpful for me. Just it just helps keep my mind really calm. In the mornings, I've started doing yoga. That's been extremely life changing for me. I normally do the videos with Yoga with Adriene. She has a lot of different stuff. The ones I do are normally about half an hour, but she has like short, like 7-minute ones. But that's been really good because not only is it's healthy, but it's helped kind of get my mind right for the day. I've noticed I've been a lot more relaxed, and I've just been in a better mood. It's like it sets my day off to a really good start. So that's been very, very helpful for me too. I'll do this before I even like look at my phone. When I look at my phone in the mornings, I feel like I'm inundated with negativity or people sharing political stuff, or so like starting out my day with yoga before I even look at my phone has been really helpful because it just gives my brain like time to get into a good place. I found it very, very helpful just to like give my mind time to wake up and get into a good headspace to attack the day. I think one of the big things with anxiety is one of our biggest nightmares for people who suffer with anxiety is a cluttered mind. So for me, trying to be organized has really helped combat that. Because the more organized I am, when my brain is like, oh my God, well, you need to worry about this, you can kind of be like, well, actually, no, I don't. I have it right in here. This is handled. People with anxiety tend to stress out about stuff that's never going to happen. So I try to give myself like a little mantra before I go to sleep of, you are relaxed, you're organized, you're safe. It differs, but like when you are dealing with anxiety, sometimes it's really easy to convince yourself that you're not enough, that your life is falling apart, that you're not going to amount to anything, or that people don't like you. It's really easy for your brain to convince yourself of those things. So one thing that I did for someone, and someone has done for me, is I put little notes all over the place, like on my vanity mirror, just little notes places, just like little inspirational things, or just things to remind yourself, when things are hard. I have this really great hat that when I was a rodeo queen and I competed for Miss Rodeo America, it was one of my old white hats, and I had all of the girls sign it, and it is one of those things that it kind of reminded me of a yearbook, but it was kind of helpful because whenever I was feeling kind of alone, it was a reminder that I had people. So one thing that like I did for one of my friends that was suffering from anxiety is I would write her those little notes, and you know, it's nice because sometimes when you're really suffering with it, it can kind of pull you out of it. I listen to a lot of stuff on YouTube. The other week I had like an anxiety attack, like literally was having a hard time breathing. I broke out. So I listened to a guided meditation on YouTube, and simultaneously was petting this little sweet angel. And it really did help, because sometimes when I get really, really out of control anxiety, sometimes I almost need to take like a Benadryl and knock myself out because sometimes it's hard for me to get out of it. So guided meditation has been really, really helpful for me. But those are some of the things that work for me. I don't want to make this video too long-winded. Everyone's anxiety is different. What works for me might not work for you. However, if y'all are struggling, please, please, please send me a message. I am here to listen, here to help. I'm not a judgmental person. We all have struggles, and you know, send me a message. If I can help y'all in any way, please let me know. I suffered for years in silence because I was embarrassed and ashamed of my anxiety. This is not anything that y'all should be embarrassed about. So if y'all need to talk about it, send me a message. I'm here to help, okay? I love you guys. Bye.